could be doing everything right in the gym and still be wasting years. And the worst part is that most of these feel like you're actually making progress. And I'll be going through the best ones. The first one being, you're not training hard enough as you think. I've even felt guilty for that quite a bit. It's hard to gauge, but a lot of you still have a lot of reps still left in the tank. When you have an RPE of like 8 to 10, where you leave like 2 reps left in the tank, some of you think that's enough. I only had 2 reps left in the tank, but really, you need to start learning how to go all out, 100% max, so then you actually properly learn where you have 2 reps left. Because a lot of you, I've even felt guilty of this before too, where I think I have 2 reps left in the tank, but it's a mental game. And I tell myself, no, I'm gonna keep going. And you could push out like literally an extra 6 reps. So a lot of you will start quitting once you start feeling that burn. Think it's too much, but it's your mind. And you're leaving a ton of progress like that. So believe me, I've been in situations where you just have like 6 extra reps when I thought I only had like 1. So learning where your true max is a game changer. And the second one is this. So I don't mean it's bad to go on your phone, but you're way too distracted. Me, see me on my phone, I still go on it, but I have a timer. You're too distracted, you don't know how much time has gone by. See way too many people in the gym just sitting there way too long, like they're not out of breath or anything. I could tell they've been there for a solid 5-6 minutes until I ask them how many sets they got left. Time your sets, be consistent with that. You don't want to be taking too long of a break. You think your last set is easy, but really it's because you took like a 10-minute break. Small things like that, it's good to start being consistent with it. Track your rest times. Believe me, you'll probably use less weight over time because it's just going to be too heavy for you. And generally per exercise, unless it's like a bigger compound one, kind of like what I'm doing right now, wait like 2 to 3 minutes. If it's arms, biceps, triceps, wait like 1 to 2 minutes max. But now it's definitely been up to like 3 minutes. This whole workout, I'm going to be following that too. I'm not taking long breaks while I'm recording or anything like that. I got 10 to 12 reps RPE. 2 reps left in the tank. Oh, well, definitely got like 3 reps left, so I'm gonna up the weight for my last one, which brings me actually to my third thing, which is that you're overthinking when to increase the weight. Like, all you need to do is that if you can increase the weight with proper form, you're not just banging out these reps, you actually have them under control. And if you can increase the weight and do at least like 5 solid reps with good form, then you're good to go. But as soon as you have to start cheating, anything like that, you're asking for injuries. You're gonna set yourself back potentially years, months, depends how bad it is, for an injury that could have been easily avoided. No need to ego lift here. This is exactly why we track our numbers and reps, to see exactly where you were last week, yesterday. We're not gonna remember. All right, for this set here, I have to go to failure, which I admit, even after years of training, is still hard to gauge sometimes. You know, sometimes I got an extra rep in me, I don't try. It just really comes down to a mental thing. Oh, it's a little harder for some reason, but that brings me to the other one, which is, now my chest feels like it's gonna cramp up, but it brings me to the other thing I wanted to say, which is that you do not need to be training 6 days a week to build an aesthetic or strong physique. You need to get that out of your head. Even 3 days a week, 4 days a week, you are solid. Believe me, you don't need to be doing a whole lot. Out there in the fitness industry, you see a lot of these guys doing it a lot. They're in a completely different level. A lot of them are on steroids too. You do not need that at all. You might be doing yourself more damage unless you get to years and years of professional lifting, because then you're not actually recovering properly at all. So you don't need to panic on just like, oh, I need to get my 6 days in a week or I'm not gonna grow. No, you train hard, figure out where your failure is, gauge your reps, you're golden. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's like 10 and a half reps. Definitely had some mental game there. And number 5, I want to talk about, which brings me to consistency. You are not consistent, believe me. I see a lot of people where they think they're consistent because they're going, oh, I go 4 times a week. Being consistent means within your time, your rest times, be consistent with it, your rep range, your exercise, like keep track, have a logbook of what exercise you do, what weight you do, how many sets, how many reps, and from there you can check next week where you're at. You have some notes, whether it was too heavy, too light, and you can adjust your weight from there. And that's how you're gonna see if you're actually improving. Jumping program to program is not it. And just trying to memorize what weight you were doing is also not it. Everything matters. So being consistent to the very bottom, not just simply, oh, I go 4 days a week, I'm consistent. No, you're not. Track your weight, track your sets, do the same exercises, stick to incline bench if that's what you're doing for like at least 3 months and improve on that. Don't do incline bench and then just do incline dumbbell. Yes, you can switch it up, but just stick to one thing so you can actually see improvement. I messed up my set. I'm supposed to only do bottom halves. For the 6th thing is that I know a lot of you are not sleeping enough. You go to bed too late. You're not getting all your hours in. That's where all the recovery is going to happen, is in sleep. So that's really important to get dialed in. A lot of people just like to focus on the things that they think is gonna make the biggest difference, working 6 days a week, trying a bunch of different exercises, but they forget that the most important parts are quite boring. But getting your sleep schedule, being consistent with that too, you gotta be on top of it. At least bare minimum 7 hours of quality sleep. I'd aim for 8 or 9, but I know some of you can't, but being up too late on your phone is not ideal for your gains. You're missing on a huge part of it. And speaking about inconsistency is your diet. It's the whole reason also why I said to wake up on time. Just be consistent with your diet. Eat early in the morning, eat your lunch, eat your dinner. You'll see some gains a lot better. You don't have to overwhelm yourself with tracking calories if you do that. Try eating consistently every day. Don't just wake up super late one day, have a crappy breakfast. Have it all prepared. It'll help way more than you think before you ever even start worrying about calories, tracking all that. Like, just look up at some decent meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Those 3 things will help a lot. After all, it's the fuel for you to essentially grow and have energy. See too many flaky diets out there. People say they don't gain. No, take one good look at what they do, their patterns, how they eat. Oh, I don't gain weight. Like, it's not actually trying. Definitely wanted to give up there. That was a mental one though. Far too many reps. I'll have to add weight to 65 pounds. Did 18 reps, maximum of 15. And number 8 being that you focus on trends and not on basics. That's like going on a different workout program, finding your latest workout that's like, oh, try this, is gonna explode your arms or whatever. Like, just stick to the basics, and none of that stuff is gonna get you to shortcut to where you wanna be. It's just sticking with the basics, sticking with consistency. So following that latest workout program for your arm is just gonna blow up. You get a super pump from it. It's not gonna work, you know? Focus on the basics. Definitely wouldn't be jumping around. Huge mistake. Number 9, which I want to bring up, is blaming your genetics. People just complain about, oh, I don't have good genetics, I don't look like you, how you started or whatever. You simply do not know what you have underneath, whether it's fat or just undeveloped muscle. You could be one of the most aesthetic creatures out there, but blaming that is literally going to do nothing. There's only one way to find out. You have no idea unless you absolutely push yourself. And it's just an easy way out, just to say, oh, my genetics. It's amazing the amount of excuses I've heard out there. One day. And the last one being information overload. You're learning way too much and just not applying any of it. I don't have too great of a pump today, but a lot of you out there are just searching up so much stuff for the next thing that you're not really actually doing any of it. It's just too much information. You gotta just eventually focus down to one thing and just stick to it. Information overload, so find something and stick to it.